Finally, we have a dual intake setup for the 2024 Mustang that is open on the top, but actually seals up against the hood. It's not perfect, but I'm going to tell you, it is really, really darn close. Now, a few months ago, I bought these JLT intakes for my Mustang, as you can see here, and I wasn't overly happy with how it was sealing up. I was getting hot air into the engine whenever I was sitting at idle. And so I reached out to JLT. They worked with me. I worked with them. And we've got something super cool here. Now, I did my own little personal modifications here with these boots. So let me just tell you that that's not part of the kit. But everything else that you see here, this is all JLT. Now, what you're probably wondering is, it's open. How's it sealing? And let me tell you, it does actually seal up. You could see the line right there where it's sealing up against the hood. At least I hope you can see it. Let me see if I can go over to this one. You can see here the dirt mark right there. So we are actually getting a seal up there. It's not perfect, but let me tell you, I don't think anything will be perfect. And let me be honest, with this price point of where these are at for a dual intake setup, this is a tremendous value in my opinion. And I'm actually stoked with this. All right, so with the intake, what can you expect? Extra power? I don't know. I don't have it on a dyno, so I really can't say what power I gained. I will say the throttle response does feel improved. But again, that's a seat of the pants feel and just regular driving. I'm very happy with this. The intake sounds that come from this, it's an improvement over stock. And I also have the openings opened up on the grill right there. If you're interested in that, I do have a video on that. Speaking of airflow through the grill, I am also going to be installing this in a later video. Now, this is the, I believe it's MP Concepts. Super nice, clean looking. It's open right there. That's going to go straight into the air filter. I wish this was a little bit more open, but I mean, with the price point of this too, I think I paid $150 for this. But anyway, this video is not about this grill. It is about the JLT intake and additional airflow into the engine. Now, what you're probably wondering is, what temperatures do I actually see? Now, when cruising along, the car does really well, and it does close to ambient temperatures. And then when I come to a stop, the temperatures will slowly increase. Now, before we did any modifications to this, it would actually rise very quickly. And I bet you're wondering what modifications we did to this. Let me get into that. Now, if you look at the top of the airbox right here, we have all new seals. Now, these are very hard, tall seals, and those are what are sealing up to the hood. That improvement, as well as a little spacer underneath this driver's side airbox, moved it up. And like I said, very happy with this. This is the intake that I was looking for. I mean, I just love the way that it looks. The dual setup like that, it looks super nice. Looks very clean with the car, and it actually functions. And that's the biggest thing that I want, because when I'm out autocrossing, I want to be able to sit in line and not pull in a ton of hot air, which, you know, when you're sitting in line at autocross, you're going to be pulling in some hot air. It's just the nature of the beast. But anyway, normal driving, absolutely wonderful. Everything about these intakes gives me exactly what I wanted. Now, what you're wondering is, what did I install on my own? So the factory setup, or the JLT setup, comes with this right here that's going to attach the tube to the throttle body. And what this does, it's super flimsy, and it kind of just allows it to rattle, and the alignment, it wasn't perfect. But again, I can improve it. So I did with these little adapters from Amazon. Links are in the description for those, but they fit super clean. Everything lines up real nice now. It keeps it nice and solid. I'm very happy with this. This was an improvement over the flimsy one, but that's about, I'm nitpicking at this point on little things on this, but I like to share my experience as well as what upgrades I did to the intake itself. But this is it. This is the final product right here. And in my opinion, it's everything that I wanted. So huge shout out to JLT for working with me on this, and exceptional product. I'm very happy.